Etsy is far from the perfect marketplace for online sellers. There's pretty high fees, shop suspensions at random, and quite a lot of spam nowadays, which is why sellers have been looking for alternatives. Now, as an Etsy seller myself who also sells on other marketplaces, there's definitely better options out there that still give you free organic traffic without paid advertising. And some of them have very low competition. So in this video, I'll be showing you 20 Etsy alternatives. That's right, 20, showing you how much traffic they get, what you can sell on there, and how to get started selling on it today. And a lot of these I've never mentioned before on my channel. If you enjoy my content, check out tiertx.com for members only videos and downloads, including 33 easy mistakes you should never make to keep your Etsy account safe. And if you appreciate the effort put into this video, drop a like, subscribe, and turn that notification bell on for alerts when I post new videos like this. Let's get started. Number one is Amazon. There's a lot of different ways that you can sell on Amazon, but the way I sell on it is through Seller Central with FBM, which stands for Fulfilled by Merchant, and I sell there alongside Etsy and Shopify as well. So with a Seller Central account, you can also sell on Amazon Handmade. Amazon is the world's largest e-commerce website with 2.8 billion visits per month. And if you watch my last video, you'll know that Amazon only has about a quarter of the number of active sellers as Etsy, while getting around 7 times more traffic. And that's just for the .com Amazon extension, but yeah, basically the stats are way better than Etsy's. So to start selling, go to sellercentral.amazon.com to register your account. Setup process does have quite a few steps, so if you want a full tutorial, I do have that on my channel, which I'll link down in the description. Next is uncommongoods.com, which focuses on creative gifts. You can sell similar things here as you would sell on Etsy. Last month they got 3.125 million visitors, but that isn't even very representative because you might expect that they get a huge surge of visitors every December because of the types of things that they sell. Over 10 times that amount consistently, so you can expect, anywhere from 5 to 30 million visitors, which is a lot if you sell in December. So to sell on here, go to uncommongoods.com/designs to apply and submit your products. Next is Luca's Gift, which is a smaller site for creative gifts. And it seems like leather and engraved products do really well on here, which you can source with print on demand. So yeah, worth checking out if you sell in this category. Got pretty modest 36k visits last month. Sell on here, go to seller.lucasgift.com. It's completely free to start selling and the transaction fee is about 20%, so it's about the same as Etsy's. Next up is Go Imagine, which is a marketplace for handmade sellers only. And they mean handmade sellers only. They do not allow drop shipping or print on demand. So if you are purely a handmade seller who doesn't want to compete with all those other sellers on Etsy, then this is the place to be. They get pretty decent traffic, about 70 to 100k visits per month. Start selling on here, go to goimagine.com/membership and create an account to open your shop. Next is Folksy, which is a UK-based crafts marketplace. They're also handmade, but when it comes to print on demand style products, they do allow selling art that you have created with outsourced printers, so essentially print on demand, but not graphics or text-based designs. So it has to be artistic, basically. And you do have to be a UK resident as well. I know a lot of people watching my channel are. They got 235k visits last month, which isn't really bad for a UK-only site, to be honest. And yeah, that's confirmed on their website, which says they've got a customer base of around 200k per month. So to sign up here, go to folksy.com/selling and then explore pricing. Kind of is confusing because it's not a .co.uk site, but is UK exclusive, but yeah, that's what the domain is. And here are the selling fees. So basic is still less than Etsy, but you can upgrade and pay per month for unlimited listings if you want. Next is the British crafthouse.co.uk, which is another UK-based site. Don't worry for everyone else watching. These are the only 2 UK-based ones on this list. And there's a pretty big range of craft stuff that sells well on here, including jewelry. It gets around 10 to 15k visits per month, which doesn't really seem like much, but remember that it's UK only, so it's not too bad. Start selling on here, go to thebritishcrafthouse.co.uk/apply-to-sell. Next up is a big one. This is Mercari.com, which is mainly a place for second-hand goods, but there is quite a large handmade selection on here as well. They do have a dedicated section, as well as arts and crafts and vintage and collectibles. 143.7 million visits last month, which is about a third of the traffic that Etsy gets. And when I looked them up on Google Trends, they are on a pretty clear upward trend since they were founded, which when it comes to Google searches is definitely a good sign. So to sell on here, go to Mercari.com and click on the sell button in the top right. Next up is Poshmark, which is kind of like eBay or like Vinted or something. You can sell used items. It's mostly known for used clothes, but a lot of people do sell crafts and jewelry on here as well. And you can find examples of a lot of people doing well with things that are obviously print on demand products as well. Now, because they require you to ship with Poshmark shipping labels, you do have to order inventory and actually get your hands on it. They got 56.77 million visits last month, which is about a seventh of the amount that Etsy gets. So yeah, it's pretty good amount of traffic. Sign up, go to poshmark.com/sell and click on sell now. Next up is Walmart, which does allow independent sellers to sell on it now. Walmart is very underrated in my opinion, and you'll see why soon because of how much traffic it gets. But yeah, plenty of chance to sell things like print on demand. Also crafts, craft supplies, vintage stuff, and artwork sells on here as well. You can sell anything, it's like Amazon. But unlike Amazon, which has a professional seller fee per month, it's completely free to open an account and list on here. Now, Walmart.com gets over 500 million visits per month. So that's about 100 million more than Etsy per month, but it's definitely way less competitive at the moment. So worth a try if you're selling on Etsy. Start selling, go to seller.walmart.com/signup and fill in the form. Next up is pixels.com, which is fantastic if you are an art or digital product seller. They let you put your art on print on demand products as well. So they have a lot of integrations, including with Shopify, so they can act as a print provider if you want to use them in that way. They supply retail as well, so another opportunity for sales. And they do claim that they are the largest art site in the world, allegedly. Not sure how true that is, but that's what they say. I keep an eye on this one. They get about 1 to 1.5 million visits per month pretty consistently. Start selling on here, go to pixels.com/sell-art-online and you can create a free account. Next up is Bonanza or B Marketplace, which is a marketplace that you can sell pretty much anything. So yeah, they're basically like eBay. They do have a section for collectibles, arts and crafts as well on here. Quite a few sellers doing well in those categories. Now, something that may interest you is their brand message and company culture, because in contrast to Etsy, they are very seller focused, and reportedly they have great communication with entrepreneurs. So hopefully less random suspensions and being left in the dark and all these other stupid policies. And they're still not very competitive at the moment. You can easily import your products from eBay, Amazon, Etsy, or Shopify. They get about 1.3 million visits per month. To get started, go to bonanza.com/booths and you can open your own booth, which is essentially just like your own storefront on the marketplace. Next up is ShopPay or shop.app. Now, this is a marketplace that consists of products from Shopify brands. So you can find anything from clothing to Canva templates, whatever can be sold on Shopify can be listed on here as well. They get 181.5 million visits per month, so about half the amount of traffic as Etsy per month, which is very impressive. So I've actually made a few sales organically on my Shopify store from the Shop app. So yeah, the only way to access this is to have a Shopify store. And when you upload a product, just turn on the shop channel. If you sell on Shopify, you'll know what I'm talking about, and that should give you access.
Before we move on, I want to tell you about today's video sponsor, .store domains. If you're a creator who wants to start an online store on your own website, you'll need a special web address called a domain name. Think of it as your website's very own ID on the internet, for example, Rihanna.store, Shopify.com, or Behance.net. The ending parts of those links, .store.com or .net, are called the domain name extension. It's a unique tag that sets websites apart and is a quick way to indicate what type of website someone's looking at. If you're running an online store, a .store domain is a great choice for you because because a website that ends in .store tells your customers right away that they've stumbled on an online store and switches their mental state from browsing to buying mode. A .store domain isn't just about getting more visitors. It also makes your store way easier to find, and it's no wonder that many big names and brands, including Ronaldo, Michelle Obama, and Rihanna, and even Discord have chosen a .store domain for their official online store. And if you're starting a brand from scratch, 9 times out of 10 a .com domain is already taken. So instead of changing the name of your dream brand and settling for something long and clunky, why not add .store after it instead? Not only do you have a much bigger choice of available names, you're also letting customers know that they're on an online store immediately. Problem solved. A study done by Contrast Digital last year showed that a site with a .store domain had a cheaper cost of acquiring a customer and a higher conversion rate with Google Ads, and more than twice the organic impressions of a similar .com store. So if you want more clicks and more sales, a .store domain is perfect for you. Cash is tight when you're starting out, so .store domains have a program called Elevate.store to help all online sellers with discounts of up to $2,500 on e-commerce tools. And right now, they've got a special limited time deal just for my viewers. You can get your .store domain for just 99 cents for the first year. Use the link in my description and the code TIA, that's TIA, to get this offer and grab your own .store domain today. Big thanks to .store domains for sponsoring this video.
Next up is Google, and by that I mean Google free shopping listings, not Google Ads or SEO. Now, I don't even know why I'm showing you this, because Google is the #1 website on the internet, so you can bet that a pretty good proportion of these people are clicking onto the shopping tab every day. I've gotten quite a few sales from Google shopping listings myself, and the way you sell on here is to have your own website, so that doesn't have to be Shopify, it can be something else as well. All you need to do is connect your store to Google Merchant Center next. If you are running Google Ads, you might have done this already, but if not, you can connect it for free, and then you can check a box that says your products can show in free listings across Google. And then if you are using something like Shopify, for example, you can turn on the Google and YouTube sales channel. There should be other ways to do this with whichever platform you're selling on. Next up is the PayHip marketplace, and the cool thing about PayHip is that it's in a very similar situation to the Shop Pay and Shopify. So basically you can start a standalone store on PayHip. It's actually completely free in contrast to Shopify, with your own domain and everything, and the products that you upload, you can appear in their marketplace as well, getting you free traffic with the safety of having your own online store as well. So not randomly being suspended. So kills 2 birds with 1 stone in that aspect. It's completely free to get started selling. You can sell anything from digital downloads, physical products, courses, coaching, and I mentioned it in my top 5 free Shopify alternatives actually. So I would say PayHip is the best free Shopify alternative that I know of so far, and you can really sell anything on here. Now, payhip.com gets around 5.38 million visits per month. Obviously, not all of those will be going to the marketplace, but if even a small proportion do, that's still good amount of traffic, and there's definitely people making sales on there. So yeah, it's pretty obvious how to get started selling on it. Just go to payhip.com and click get started for free. Next up is TikTok Shop, where you can basically sell anything, and despite what you might think, because it is TikTok, you do not have to post TikToks or videos to be able to sell on here. All you need to do is just list your product. Just like eBay or Etsy, it's a standalone marketplace. It is not like, the YouTube creator shelf or anything like that, or just exclusively for merch. People pretty much sell anything on here, but as you can see, a lot of very obvious drop shipping items, so just be aware that you will have a lot of competition. Now, TikTok gets 3 billion visits per month. It's grown by quite a bit actually. I remember it was at about 2 billion-ish per month last year when I checked, and somehow TikTok's still not banned in the US, so that exists. To start selling on here, go to tiktok.com/shop and then click on sell on the left, and you can sign up for a TikTok shop account here. Next up is eBay, which everyone knows about, but if not, they are a secondhand marketplace that you can pretty much sell anything, and that includes crafts, print on demand, art, that kind of stuff. eBay.com got around 620 million estimated visits last month, and the visitors are mostly from the United States, obviously because .com, but there are other domain extensions like .co.uk and so on. Now, some of you might know about this story, but essentially, when I tried to apply for a business account on here, I got suspended immediately. I think it was something to do with my registered business address being shared among people. So on that basis, I would recommend starting to list on a personal account rather than a business account if you're going to try selling on here. Start listing items, go to ebay.com/sl/sell. If you want to sell in the US market, and then click on list an item. Next up is Store Envy, which is a social e-commerce marketplace for indie brands, which pretty much sells anything. Gives kind of similar vibes to Bonanza, but yeah, a lot of categories, including gifts that you can sell on here. And as you can see, some people doing well selling some POD type stuff. Good engagement here. Really not much competition, and the favorites on here are pretty big, so if you get more favorites you can get boosted in search. And this pretty consistently gets around 500,000 visits per month. It's not too competitive. So start selling on here, go to storeenvy.com and click on open your own marketplace store. Next up is eCreator, which is a marketplace you can sell anything on really. It's kind of like eBay, so you can still build your own online store. And they do have a dedicated craft section as well, so you can find similar things to what you would sell on Etsy here. They're decently popular, 605k visits per month, so yeah, nothing to scoff at. You can sell for completely free, and they do run ads to get you traffic as well. So to sign up, go to ecreator.com and click on sign up to open a shop. Next up is faire.com, which is quite different from the rest of the sites on this list because it is specifically for wholesale. And that means that people shopping on here are all retail business owners, so physical brick and mortar high street business owners looking for products to stock their shelves. That means that they are very likely to buy in bulk. And they'll actually only let you buy on here if you are a business owner. So when you sign up, they literally ask you what your business is. And it's very typical that sellers will set minimum order quantities, and buyers are used to purchasing a lot at once. So that means a lot of opportunity for good profit margins, and this product is definitely an example of something that you could make with print on demand. You can see that from the reviews that they have made a lot of sales, and each of those sales will be more than one product. They do a lot of active marketing on Facebook ads, and they get about 6.4 million visits per month. So to start selling on here, go to faire.com/brands and click sign up to sell. Next up is Artisans Cooperative, which is a smaller marketplace for handmade goods, but they are also less competitive. There's no listing fees, handmade only. I tried to look for print on demand and drop shipping terms, but I had to look really hard to find this Google Doc. Not sure why they couldn't just put it on a web page, but it is allowed. However, you won't be favored in search, obviously. So yeah, about 7k visits per month. Not the most impressive on this list, but still very low competition with a lot of potential for growth. So to start selling on here, go to artisans.coop/pages/4-artists and then click on their policies and then click sell with us. If you're wondering why you should probably get off Etsy in the near future, or at least diversify to other platforms, can go to tiertx.com to check out that video. That is a members only video. I do have free content and downloads on there as well. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.